Hello and welcome to Triumph Women Beating the Odds. My name is Okello, Sharon, Nagenjwa. We continue with our series of refugee women in business, telling us how they've managed to overcome situations that they've gone through and thrived in a country, in a home that they had to just make a home because of atrocities and calamities that befell them in their home countries. Now, we will continue with Emily's story. This is a recap of what happened last week.
First of all, it is the war which has made me to come here.
Emily Foto is a refugee businesswoman living in Uganda who has experienced violence and humiliation.
My girl reached 12 years. She started menstruating. Reaching the 13th year, they raped her.
Moving to Uganda, she decided to start her life afresh, especially after experiencing atrocities done on her teenage daughter.
Things went so much bad with me, and yet I have a series of offers that I'm the one taking care of them.
So Emily, last week we were not able to finish our story, and so we're continuing with it this week. So let's maybe start from after your daughter was raped again. What did you do next?
Yeah, thank you for coming once again also to listen from last week, and today you've come to finish my story. I was doubting whether you will come because I wanted some women outside there to also stand strong the way I am. Yeah. The way you look at me healthy is because I am strong.
Yes.
Yeah. So when my girl was raped the second time, the decision I only did is to again relocate from Koboko to Kampala.
Yes.
And bringing all now her with the firstborn and the pregnancy where she delivered. After delivering, again now we are staying together with my muzukulus. Now, also from here, this girl, I told her you cannot end.
Yes.
So now, because the second rape was in senior 2.
Wow.
And you're very clever, you can still make it. So I made her, before that decision of taking her, I said, let me re-register. I had OPM can register people. I came to OPM 2020, then I registered my refugee status in OPM. I got registered fully as a refugee. NRC was looking for people who are school dropouts to do some livelihood program. I pushed her, so she went and graduated with catering. She did catering. And now, for me, I started working as a translator and also helping the women in the community with the adult literacy education, teaching them in adult literacy, coaching some children who have come from South Sudan newly with the English so that they will join well because I have the papers. So I cannot get recruited in government, but I kept on teaching private schools. Now, later on, I came to meet Mami Sandra when they were having some party here for women who have done these livelihood programs.
Yes.
I prayed in my heart that how will I join this group of Nyumba Moja? All their testimonies during that graduation ceremony were inspiring, and I felt I should be part of it to encourage these women and to tell them that they can make again. Because at first I needed to commit suicide. But later on...
Let's talk about when you wanted to commit suicide. What was running through your mind?
What ran into my mind is, in fact, the world is useless for me. Reason being, I thought my husband would feel the pain of our daughter, but he did not feel the pain because of his actions. Secondly, my parents are all sick. My father has died. My mother is sick. My grandmother has died. In my hands, all this responsibility. I felt the responsibilities are too much on me. I cannot make it again. They were overweighing me. So the only thought which came by then was only, why can't I leave this world? If they are to suffer, I should not be seeing it. I felt they should let them suffer when I'm not seeing it. The pain of the children and these relatives. And they were too much on me. You can do business and the business it's like you're doing nothing. Every situation remained like the same. So that's why I thought of it.
So the businesses were not growing.
Their business was not growing because mostly the money is eaten for treatment and eating. Treatment and eating. Even school for the children was not going on well. But thank God, God gave me clever children. They were mostly taken in sponsorships. Now, later on, I started moving to women.
Before we get into the later, the reason, because very many people out there assume that suicide is the best option. That's why you find so many people are committing suicide. I want you to take me to how you were able to overcome that suicidal thought.
Yeah, I overcame it because of attending to women meetings. When I now, another thought came of saying, no, you just go and live this place where you can get shame of these issues which are happening to you. When I came to Kampala, I found women are busy. They were doing their own things. Even they are single mothers. Most of them, I don't see people who are couples mostly in the community where I came to. So when I saw them, I also got encouraged that death is not the point. I can still do something much better for my children when I'm alive and my relatives. So I had to rent for my mother in Koboko because their rents are very cheap. For me, I have to come here to look because I hear in Kampala you can get work easily and it is somehow paying well. I came, I only stayed for 7 months. I then brought my children. Again, I started now bringing the other relatives' children, like those ones who are orphans. Right now, we are living 14 in the family.
So you just told yourself, I am not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not killing myself.
No. It just came. And also preaching the word of God. I kept going for church, attending services. Those services also encouraged me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You say no suicide.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You heard that right? No suicide. Committing suicide is not a solution. It has never been a solution. So every time that thought comes, remember the people that you're leaving behind. This life that we live today is not our own. Our parents bring us into this world. You have siblings. You have people that love you. Never ever for a second feel like you are alone. And above all, God loves you. We'll be right back after this break to continue with Emily's story. Welcome back from that short break, and we're still here with Emily. We have refugees around us, living among us, but guess what? I don't like to call them refugees because they are nationals. They are people like us. They are sisters, they are brothers from different countries. And how do we treat them? Do you even know their story? You know, it is important to understand their story so that you will appreciate that we are all human. What they go through, the stories they go through, we go through. And actually, they might be going through worse because of how we treat them. We're not welcoming. We discriminate them. We look at them a certain type of way. But I'm hoping that these stories that we share here on Triumph will change your mindset. So, Emily, let's proceed. Now you're in Kampala with your family, your mother is in Koboko, you've rented, life is now moving. Let's proceed.
Yeah, in Kampala, life started moving well with me because it doesn't mean there are no challenges. Challenges were there, but I was able to be amidst other fellow sisters who could give me that morale of saying you can do it, you can do it. Because of their actions, I started now picking up from there. Started teaching in private schools in a primary teacher. At the same time, we're teaching the refugees with the language. I now know English and I know a bit of those languages also. Preferably Arabic, I speak it. Then my local language, of course, I also speak it. So I started now saying, let us have adult literacy. Again, when I pushed to Nyumba Moja to attend that graduation, I said, no, here I've made, at least I've brought to some far. Others can pick up from there. Of course, my girl, after the going to catering, she, through a friend in Kenya, has connected her to work with another as a maid, but is at least in a good home. Up to now, she's that side, working as a maid, supporting me with the other family members, the siblings, and also this one. I'm a mother of 5 children. I have 2 boys and 3 girls. Yeah. Now, here in Nyumba Moja, I got connected with Sandra. I said, no, what I have, I will have to teach also here. And here I learned also, when I was there, I learned how to make this Musau soap. When I came here, I found people were doing laundry soap and also this one. It became now part of my business. Yeah, it became part of my business. I can knit, tailoring.
Just wait, soap became your business?
Yeah, soap became now my business.
What kind of soap do you make?
This is a herbal soap. We name it Musau soap.
Okay.
Yeah. I found people who were calling Musau soap, soap, so I also say.
Why is it Musau soap?
Because it is mostly herbal chemicals.
Okay.
They are chemicals that they made out of leaves. They are the one. Perfumes they made out of leaves. So that's why they call it Musau soap.
Okay.
Yeah, I found it is loved, and even my skin, I use it.
Okay.
So I said, no, I have to embark on it. And here we are producing it in Nyumba Moja. At the same time doing knitting of these tablecloths with the hooks, I also do. And then also I'm planning, I want to widen my knowledge here with the computer literacy. I only did 3 packages. I did the Microsoft Word, and then this one I remained in Micro Excel, which because of staying without using it, they have disappeared. But here we are doing computer literacy. By this week, I'm starting also to upgrade myself in learning computer. I want to learn computer. And my children, plus my brother's children, my brother who has taught, I have 2 of his children. My follower also who followed me, she also died, left 2 children. I'm also with them here, and they are all going to school through this. This is soap selling. So now this one, we make it, we sell it at 8,000 when someone is taking bulk, is taking many, more than 10.
Yeah, wholesale.
Yeah, we sell it at 8,000. You want to buy all like this, is 8,000. When you sell a piece, it is 2,000. So meaning in a packet like this, you get if you're selling one, you get 4,000 in it.
In each packet. So how many packets do you normally make? Like say in a day, how many packets do you sell and make?
It is 2 days, because 2 days will be mixing and putting the solution to you require it to harden. Then the following day you come and produce. So which means in this 2 days process, you can produce like you can produce these ones which are packed like this and produce themselves like 3 boxes or 4. Depending on the order, you don't just produce them like that.
Oh, so people come and make their order and then they go and sell.
Yeah.
So when they sell, they bring back.
No, they pay you cash.
Oh, you get the cash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they pay you cash, but you give them so that they get something out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, that is what we do.
Okay. What message do you have for another woman out there who's listening to your story?
One message I want to tell the women outside there, that your problem that gets you, it being a refugee, neither a national, let it not be the end of you. Tomorrow is still there. Tomorrow is not yesterday, neither it will not be today. If today is hard, try another way. I advise my dear sisters there to locate where they found here it is too much. Be in good faith, you locate. Where
relocate.
You think, you can relocate where I think, but should be in good faith. Don't hurt. I promise myself not to revenge. I don't need revenge. If I needed revenge, revenge cannot give you anything, cannot solve. If I needed revenge, I would have either taken those people to police, following the cases, it will be a process. I see those are wastage of time. Revenge is a wastage of time. My advice is revenge is a wastage of time. Look for a positive solution. That's why now my girl has gone. She's doing and bringing. Those has not gone ahead. I hope the other ones will go ahead. And myself, I did not remain with education. Education in Uganda is superb. I want to thank the government of Uganda in a special way. Whether you are old, you have even gray hair, you are there, you have learned a bit, go back to school. And at the same time, be hardworking. Learn how to make. And I am hopeful that here in Nyumba Moja, we are going to train more ladies. Both I can even do business entrepreneurship. I can teach. I do teach them how to run up businesses. I've attended with the Makerere University some course of business entrepreneurship. The programs integrating refugees with the business. So I finished the whole training. Now I can even train the women.
Lord, Emily, you are a superwoman. I want to give you a hug. I want to give you a hug. Oh. Need I say more? Need I say more? Women, education, education. Work hard. Don't sit at home waiting. There's no one who's coming to save you. Save yourself. All the challenges that we go through as women can be sorted when we work hard and make our own money. We'll continue with more of the stories in the refugee world, telling stories about the women in business who are refugees. Remember, this month of June is dedicated to the refugee women in business. Join us again next Saturday, same time. And don't forget to follow us on our socials. Let's take the conversation there at Triumph Women UG and at Girl from Oyam.